What's going on, fellas? So this is just a quick reminder of what kind of trash you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis in this dating market today. You know, for some of you guys who are in the market, not in the market, in the game, and you're doing this, you're seeing the girls out here on a day-to-day basis, even not even a day-to-day basis, even if you're doing it like a weekly basis or even a monthly basis, you'll pick up pretty quick what kind of trash is out there for you to deal with. And for those of you guys, you know what I'm about to be talking about is exactly right on point. Fellas, what do you see when you just walk around and go up to girls and talk to them? You see them having this narcissistic, entitled mindset that, yeah, you are putting yourself out there and you're being confident and you're trying to be charismatic or whatever, and you're approaching and breaking the ice and introducing yourself to her, even if she's attracted to you, she's still never going to make the approach, right? We all know that. First of all, women are coward in that sense. So you do that, you put yourself out there, you put yourself in a vulnerable position, and what does she do? 9 times out of 10, or even 8 times out of 10, for an average guy, right? If you're an above average guy in the looks department, that's a different story. Most of us are not like that. So 9 times or 8 times out of 10, she's going to turn you down. And she's going to either get a giggle out of it, or she might have even given you her number, intentionally knowing that she's never going to hit you back up. She doesn't have any intentions of hanging out with you. Why is she giving you her number? Because she likes toying with you. She likes that attention that, oh, guys are still approaching me. I'm still hot. I'm still pretty. Guys think I'm cute. It's just a dose of attention. It's the similar fact when you get likes or compliments from a fat girl that you're not attracted to, that you're not interested into. Would you have sex with that fat girl? No. But it still boosts your confidence up when anybody, even when guys compliment you. Obviously, you're not going to sleep with guys, but just compliments in general, men and women both, boost our self-esteem up. And that's literally what these girls are out here trying to do. That's why they dress slutty. That's why they wear skimpy outfits. Because they know that us men will go after them based on what we see, because we fall in love with our eyes and women fall in love with their ears. That's why we always say that it's what we say to them makes them fall in love with us. We have to this is how we turn their buttons on. They turn our buttons on is just by putting on a tight dress. That's it. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse that we have so much testosterone that we just want to slay everything that walks around in front of us. Anyways, I know the sun's a little bit behind me and it's keep hitting the camera, but sorry about the angle. We're gonna have to deal with it. Guys, these women come with more baggage than your local air stations, airports. What do I mean by that? First of all, student loan debt. I mean, assuming that you're not messing around with girls 18 and 19s, because let's admit it, the hot girls who are in that age bracket, 18, 19, 20, they have more options than your McDonald's drive-thru menu. They have tons and tons of guys. So unless you are like a 9 or a 10 or even an 8, even as an 8 in the guys department, you're still going to struggle a little bit with these hot girls in that age range. So unless you're a 9 or a 10 in terms of your looks, money, status, I would highly suggest not to even go after these girls, because for the most part, you're going to be wasting a lot of your time. So instead, you should be building your life up first. Then you can chase after whoever you want. Doesn't really matter. At that point, you probably won't even need to be chasing a whole lot, because they're going to be choosing you because you have your stuff together. Anyways, so when she passes the age 20, 21, now she's most likely deeper into her college years. Probably she's a sophomore or junior in college. She has way more college debt. Guys, it takes around $30,000 to attend each single year of college. 30,000 years. And that's the average number. And when I say the average number, it doesn't drop a whole lot below that. Maybe in the cheaper colleges, it's probably going to be 22,000, 23,000. Now multiply that by 4. That's the amount of college debt she's coming with. And we all know that these girls are not going to college for any kind of smart degrees, right? They're going there for some crappy BS degrees, bullcrap degrees. That is not going to pay them more than $30,000 a year after they graduate college. You don't see them in STEM fields. You don't see them in medical professions. If they are in the medical field, they're going after nursing. Again, using the same amount of college debts that a doctor would. A doctor would actually have more, but making 10 times less than a doctor. So the people who make the most amount of money in the medical professions are still males. Doctors, surgeons, high-level professions. Yes, there's still female doctors and whatever out there, but if you compare the numbers, there's way more males in the doctor department and the surgeon and whatever, the high paying in jobs than there are females. So that automatically tells you that most women who graduate out of college don't make a whole lot of money. So before they even start making money, they're buried under mountains of college debt, of student loan debt. On top of that, they go out every single weekend, partying, drinking, hooking up with guys, and attention thoughting. Same point I just made a few minutes ago when I said all she has to do is put on a skimpy dress and she's gonna get all the attention, all the free drinks. Alcohol trashes your body more than anything else, more than junk food. This is why I drink maybe twice or maybe 3 times a year. I don't even drink at all. I feel like, actually I'm not gonna say what I was going to say. It might get me in trouble. Anyways, so and on top of that, with this crappy meal plan and alcohol, on top of that, she doesn't have a good discipline. Fellas, just look at a basic college girl's body. She looks like a squash. She looks like an eggplant, fellas. Like, what happened? What's in there? What's in that gut? So, and on top of that, she doesn't work out, take care of her body. So, literally, it starts to go down at a very early age after they start hitting, 23, 24. Their sexual market value starts going starts going downhill very, very, very fast. Then let's talk about their attitude. The number one thing that will turn any man off quicker than anything. All these girls are masculine, guys. It's very hard to find feminine girls in today's market. I actually was having a thing with this girl who was very feminine a couple of months ago. But even then, I knew that I wasn't gonna date her long term or whatever. But I would have liked to keep. I would have enjoyed if she came around a couple more times and I could have pumped it a little bit more than what I did. And I still think about that girl. And the number one reason is not because her booty was popping a little bit better than the other girls I've been with, or her head game was stronger or whatever. It's because she was the most feminine girl I have met in years. And that's why it's hard for me to stop thinking about her even two months down the road. But obviously I'm not acting upon it. I think about her, but it is what it is. I know I'm going to move on. I know time's going to heal all wounds. And 99% of women out here in today's world, especially in the West, think that they are the princess. They deserve a good man. They deserve it all. They can have it all. Why do you deserve anything, girl? First of all, why does anybody deserve anything? Nobody deserves anything. You have to earn it. And that's the concept that just can't seem to get through these chicks' thick skull. We men have figured this out a long time ago, because the more we age, the more rejected we get, unless we are at the point of everything is together in our life. We have our stuff together and we're enjoying our success. We get rejected more times than we succeed in life, guys, but those successes are far more valuable than those failures. We even get rejected by life all the time because we know we have to make it in life, and nothing worthwhile comes without a cost, without failing. So keep going straight. So even though, and let's talk about that point real quick. Even though we're failing at life, we know that we're building discipline, consistency, patience, and I forgot the last point I want to talk about, but consistency, discipline, and patience. Those three characteristics are being built, even though we're failing at life. But in a woman's life, that doesn't get built. Why? Because she always gets everything handed to her, fellas. Everything is handed to her. Should have kept the camera like this way. From a very early age, her daddy takes care of her. And then guy starts giving her gifts right and left. And then Big Daddy government throws her college money. And after that, some other dude hires her. And she lives a semi-comfortable life, even though she's buried under debt. And on top of that, since her whole life has just been smooth, on top of that, she's getting attention right and left. So she is living in a cloud nine in her head. This is why they have a terrible attitude towards us. This is why you see that even if you approach a girl, she expects you to do all the work, even if she's attracted to you. Guys, why? No conversation is alive unless two people are actually investing into it. It's not a one-way street. Just like respect is not a one-way street. Just because she has a vagina doesn't mean you give her respect. If she is on some bullshit, you're gonna call her out on it. You're not gonna sit back and sugarcoat anything just because she has a vagina. Would you sugarcoat that if a guy was playing that type of games with you? Absolutely not. Then why would you do it with a girl? She bleeds the same color of blood we do, don't she? What has she done for you special? Chances are you're the one doing special things for her to get in her pants. And you're the one who has to deal with her crap on top of that when you're the one who's doing all the work? No, man. You see, y'all have this figured out all backwards. And this is why you guys struggle with women. This is why these quote-unquote nice guys struggle with women, because you just can't get this concept through your thick skull. It's because you're conditioned and brainwashed like this from a very early age. Everybody told you, oh, respect women. Women are fragile. You should care about them. You should cater to them. No, they're not these angels walking around. They'll have sex with you at 9 o'clock, go to your best friend's house at 9:30. After that, go to her ex-boyfriend's house at 11 o'clock on the same night. We just don't know it because we don't hear about it. Because the media doesn't push it. These kind of stories. They always push us guys as the bad guys. You're gonna go left at the light. And then their friends are also very, very good at keeping their secrets. This is why when you call a woman out on her crap and want to see her cell phone, she's gonna call you insecure. But when she wants to see your cell phone and you don't give it to her, she's gonna call you a cheater. You wanna talk about double standards now? This is trash, fellas. This is trash in women. Most women are trash. I say most because, as I just mentioned, I just experienced a very feminine, high-quality woman a couple of months ago. So they're still out there. But do you know what I had to go through to find that? Hundreds of filtering of girls. I had to sleep with hundreds of girls to get to that. It's probably the second or third time, maybe, I'm pretty sure it was the second time in my life I have ever gotten a feminine woman like that in my entire life so far. And I mean, I'm a pretty young guy. I'm in my early 20s. So hopefully I'll have more coming in, but I don't know. We'll see. I highly doubt it because as every year goes by, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. We don't get better quality of women. We get worse quality of women in the dating market every single year because this feminist ideology, this feminist agenda is being reached out to more and more women as we advance the technological sides. As we become more technologically advanced, more people are having access to the internet, which is how this feminist ideology that started in the West, in the world, is now spreading more and more and more, quicker and quicker, like cancer. And this is why everybody's being affected with it. Even guys are being infected with this feminist ideology. That's why you see more guys stand up for women when guys like me call them out on their crap than women do. Women don't stand up for each other as much as guys stand up for other women. And those guys are the one thinking that just because I'm standing up for her, she's going to give me what I want in the bedroom. She's going to let me in her pants. And it does not work like that. She's going to give you a pat in the head. Oh, you're such a good boy. And she's going to go sleep with the guy who treats her like shit. We're gonna take a ride at the lights. So next time you go out and put yourself out there, I just want you to know that most women you mess around with, you come in encounter with, are trash. Complete garbage. They lose their virginity at age 15, fellas. The most valuable thing you're supposed to hold on to, they lose it at age 15, age 16. What value do you have after that? And on top of that, you come with debt, attitude, bad diet, crappy body, fat body. You don't know how to cook or clean. You don't know how to be feminine. What quality do you have to offer to a man? Just think about this. Now, after saying all this, we're still gonna have sex with these girls, right? We're still gonna use them for our physical needs, but that's it. That's the only thing we're gonna use them for. And getting laid has become easier than ever, thanks to feminism. Why? Because now they're being empowered to sleep with more men, and they're getting away with it without being pointed finger at. We're not shaming them anymore. Slut shaming is a bad thing now because of feminism. They're empowered. It's like a good thing. This is the track right here. Turn right here. It's like a good thing when a woman's sleeping with a bunch of guys because everybody's telling her, "Oh, you go, girl." But it's a bad thing when a guy's doing that because he's a player. There's your other double standard. So yeah, obviously we're gonna use them for their body, whatever's left, right? I mean, tons of guys has come in and go before us anyways. It's been run through more times than the Holland Tunnel. And then we're gonna toss them aside the road. That's all we're gonna do. And guys, girls who are not in colleges, who are in military, whatever, what do you think is happening when she's deployed or when she's not in front of you? We all know 95%, 97% of military personnel is men. And they're in their early 20s, mid 20s, sometimes even late teens. Testosterone is running through them. They're horny 24/7. Even the girls are horny, very, very horny. Probably sometimes hornier than the guys. So what do you think is happening? I'm not going to break it down to you. Just use your common sense. So don't come at me with this, "Oh, she didn't go to college, so she doesn't have as much debt, so she's a smart one, she's a unicorn, she's different, she's a military girl, she's more conservative." No, dude. They're all getting piped down and run through like this. Guys are slapping them in the face with their hand, spitting on them, putting it in their butt, having threesomes, foursomes, orgies with them. Just because she has a conservative political view doesn't make her conservative in the relationship aspect. Those are two different complete aspects. Guys, I made a lot of points just to give you guys lots of different points to think about. Just know, regardless of what occupation she does, regardless of what she does in her life, unless she's been like locked in the house her entire life, which is probably impossible in today's world. Nobody's going to lock their daughter in their bedroom all day long, years after years, right? So unless she's one of those, she belongs to the streets. She's not yours, it's just your turn. Keep that in mind and treat her just like that. And keep working on yourself, keep improving your lifestyle. Otherwise, you're going to be out here broke dating. You're not going to have a lifestyle to offer to her. And she's going to look at you like, "Oh, okay, he's just a beta simp. I'm going to use him for free dates and free validations and free compliments. And I'm going to go sleep with the guy who has his stuff together." And along with keeping your stuff together, keep watching Red Pill content like this so that you can stay refreshed into this knowledge. You need to consume Red Pill knowledge every single day, at least one video a day. Why? Because it's been years of conditioning that led you to your blue pill world. Ever since you were born, you're living into the blue pill world. So you have to get out of that. And one or two Red Pill video is not going to change that. You need Red Pill knowledge continuously on a day-to-day basis. Hope this video made sense, guys. So before you go out to a girl next time, just know she's trash. She most likely is trash. As I said, 99% of girls are trash. I'll give that 1% of girls who's out there who's a little bit better, right? They're not virgins. Finding a virgin is like finding Sasquatch. unless she's like 15, 16, but at that age you're catching a case now, so I wouldn't even suggest going that route if you're not around her age. So when you go up to a girl, keep this in mind. This way your expectations are not going to be as high. This way you're not going to take it personally if she rejects you. This way you're going to be able to keep yourself distant from her and just use her for fun and have fun with her, and then next her, dump her, move on to the next one. And if you can't get any girls right now, that's fine. Keep working on yourself. Nothing's wrong with being alone. Nothing's wrong with going even years without any bedroom fun, without having any sex. Nothing's wrong with that. If you're grinding, if you're staying on your grind in life. But if all you're thinking about is getting laid and you're not doing anything to improve your life, that's the wrong mindset to have. I'm out of here, fellas. Again, think about the things I talked to you about, all right? Just remember, we men are the prize because we have our stuff together, and women always have needed us. They're still needing us, and they'll always need us to live a comfortable lifestyle. We don't need women. They need us. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.